ಗಿರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಪಾದವ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು. ಶಂಕರ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿತ ಗುರುಪೀಠ ವೇದ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರ ಗುರುಪೀಠ. ಶಂಕರ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿತ ಗುರುಪೀಠ ವೇದ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರ ಗುರುಪೀಠ. ಧರ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನದ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಗುರುಪೀಠ. ಧರ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನದ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಗುರುಪೀಠ. ಭಾರತೀ ತೀರ್ಥರು ನೆಲೆಸಿದ ಪುಣ್ಯಪೀಠ. ಶೃಂಗಗಿರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಪಾದವ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು. ಕಷ್ಟವ ಪರಿಹರಿಪ ಪರಮ ಗುರು ಭಕ್ತರ ಪಾಲಿಪ ಕರುಣ ಗುರು. ಕಷ್ಟವ ಪರಿಹರಿಪ ಪರಮ ಗುರು ಭಕ್ತರ ಪಾಲಿಪ ಕರುಣ ಗುರು. ವೇದಾಖಿಲ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಆಗಮ ಸಾರ ಗುರು. ವೇದಾಖಿಲ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ಆಗಮ ಸಾರ ಗುರು. ಜಯ 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 ಭಾರತೀ ತೀರ್ಥ ಗುರು. ಶೃಂಗಗಿರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಪಾದವ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು. ಶೃಂಗಗಿರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಪಾದವ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಪಾದವ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ದಿನದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಅತೀಂದ್ರಿಯ ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗುರುಭಕ್ತಮಣಿ ಎನ್ ವೆಂಕಟರಾಮನ್ ಅವರು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತಹ ಯೋಗ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು. ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನದ ತನಕ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ 36 ಯತಿವರೆಣ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ. ಆದಿಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಮಂಡನನ ಮಿಶ್ರನ ಮನೆಯ ಬಾಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಹಾಕಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆವಾಗ ಅವರು ಯೋಗ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದನೇ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಂಡು ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿದರು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಮಾಧವೀಯ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಅನೇಕ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಯೋಗ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೇರಳವಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ ನಂತರ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾತೀರ್ಥರು, ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದರೂ ಸಾಲದು. ಅವರು 110-120 ವರ್ಷದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಬದುಕಿದಂತಹ ಮಹನೀಯರು. ಯೋಗ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಲುಂಬಿಕಾ ವಿದ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಮಹನೀಯರು. ಆನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ 32ನೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಗಳು ವೃದ್ಧ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಭಾರತಿಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡರೆ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಯೋಗ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹವರು. ಅವರು ಜೀವನ್ಮುಕ್ತರಾಗುವಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೋಕರ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಹಾಬಲೇಶ್ವರನ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬೋಯಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇನೆ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಸಾರೋಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋ ಅಂಥ ಕಾಲ. ಆಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಯನ್ನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಿದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಗೋಕರ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಆಡಳಿತಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಹೇಗಾಗಬೇಕು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತರಲ್ಲೇ ಹಬ್ಬ ಅಂತೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದ್ವಿ, ಬೋಯಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇನಾಮನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಕ್ಷಿಷನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ನಮಗೆ ಮಹಾಬಲೇಶ್ವರ ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಮುಕ್ತರಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಗೋಕರ್ಣ ಶಾಖಾ ಮಠದಿಂದ ವರ್ತಮಾನ ಬರ್ತದಂತಲ್ಲ, ನಿನ್ನೇನು ಗುರುಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಮಹಾಬಲೇಶ್ವರನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಮುಕ್ತರಾದರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ನಂಬೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಶಿವಾಭಿಮ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಭಾರತಿ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು, ಅವರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಷ್ಣಾತರಾದವರು ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಯೋಗ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ. ಇನ್ನು ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ ಭಾರತಿ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು, ಜೀವನ್ಮುಕ್ತ ಮಹರ್ಷಿಗಳು, ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಅಭಿನವ ವಿದ್ಯಾತೀರ್ಥ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರು. ಯೋಗ ಮಾರ್ಗ ವಿಶಾರದಾಯ ನಮಃ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನಾಮಾವಳಿ ಅವರ ಅಷ್ಟೋತ್ತರ ಶತನಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಗ ಎನ್ಲೈಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆ ಮಹನೀಯರ ವಿರಾಟ್ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಅವರ ಜೀವನ ಚರಿತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಣ್ಬೋದು. ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾಸನ್ನಿಧಾನಗಳವರು, ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಪ್ರವಚನವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದರು. ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ ಭಾರತಿ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರಾದಂತಹ ಸಾಕ್ರು ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಒಂದು ಶಾರದಾ ಪೀಠದ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಓದಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗೊಂದಲ ಆಯಿತು. ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ ಭಾರತಿ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರನ್ನೇ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದರೆ ಆ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆರಿಸಿದಂತಹ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಭಾರತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ
Venkataraman. He requested me that it seems he has received a lot of messages from devotees across saying that the announcement that I made a couple of days back about the new initiative of Punya Bhumi Sringeri was not heard by all clearly, and that's the reason I'm before you to just to clarify that. And under the directions and blessings of Jagadguru Shri Sannidhanam, a series of discourses or expositions which would last not more than 20 to 25 minutes each day has been conceptualized by Jagadguru himself in 4 languages, titled as Punya Bhumi Sringeri. Each of the languages will be done by a scholar. Tamil is being done by one Sri Muralidhara Sharma. Kannada is being done by one Sri K.L. Srinivasan. And Telugu is done by Sri Lalit Aditya Gannavaram, and also he does the English version. The announcement that I made that day, this is already on in our YouTube channel in Loka Shankara. It is also being posted in our various social media handles as of now. It's been there for the last 6 weeks. And every alternate day, it starts with Kannada, then goes on to Tamil, and then to Telugu and English. But starting the 24th of this month, since I received a lot of feedback saying that the Anmiga prime time for people who see satellite channels, especially Shankara, is between 7 and 8 a.m. in the morning. I had discussed this with Shankara TV management, and I've agreed to a slot between 7:30 and 8 every day, that these 4 languages, Monday to Friday, 4 languages on each day, and on the 5th day, the Vijayatra of Sri Sannidhanam will be telecasted. Each day will be about 20 minutes of this exposition of Punya Bhumi Sringeri and 10 minutes of Vijayatra on Monday to Thursday, and on Friday 30 minutes of Vijayatra is what is going to start from 24th of this month, and that may go on for about a couple of years, as I see, because all these scholars have been briefed by Sannidhanam in terms of what he expects out of this They will start with Vibhanga Rishi to our Pratyaksha Bhagavan Mahasannidhanam. That's the announcement I made. I hope it's clear now. And so let's again submerge the bliss of the wonderful exposition on our Pratyaksha Bhagavan Mahasannidhanam by none other than Guru Bhakta Munishi and Venkataraman. Over to you, sir. Day 4.
माला सुधा कुंभ विबोध मुद्रा विद्या विराजत करवारी जाता अपार कारुण्य सुधांबुराशिं श्री शारदांबां प्रणतोस्मि नित्यं शंकारूपेण मर्चित्तं पंकीकृतमबुद्यया किंकरीयस्य सामाया शंकराचार्यमाश्रये प्रह्लादवरदो देवो यो नृसिंहः परो हरिः नृसिंहोपासकं नित्यं तं नृसिंह गुरुं भजे श्री सच्चिदानंद शिवाभिनव्य नृसिंह भारत्य पितान् यतीन्द्रान् विद्यानितीन् मंत्रनितीन् सदात्मनिष्ठान् भजे मानव शंभुरूपान् offer this day 4 talk on Jagadguru Namanam at the lotus feet of our revered Jyeshta Mahasannidhanam Jagadguru Srimad Abhinava Vidyatita Mahaswamigal, our revered Shri Sannidhanam Mahasannidhanam Jagadguru Shri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamigal, and our revered Sannidhanam Jagadguru Shri Vidushekara Bharati Maha, and our revered Sannidhanam Jagadguru Shri Vidushekara Bharati Mahaswamigal. Jagadguru Namanam, day 4. Welcome to us, all the Astikas, Sishyas and the devotees. The last or for the night puja, the kind of emotional interactions we have been experiencing with our Sagasishyas is something of a very unique order. Just before the puja yesterday night, somebody held the hand of the speaker and walked him out of the Guru Bhavanam before the puja and said, "Sir, you should listen to me for 3 minutes. My very existence, my very survival, very life, whatever has happened to me in the last 25 years is only because of Shri Mahasannidhanam, and you should listen." The kind of emotional flow from that respected aged Sishya, so genuine, so pure. He was in Calcutta 26, 27 years back. On one fine day, For some reason, the company had to show the door to many, including himself. And he was given an option if you want to go and relocate to Bombay. So, from Calcutta, he came to Shri Shri Mahasannidhanam for darshanam. Acharya closed his divine eyes for a few seconds and said, I want to go to Bangalore. Ambal will protect you, go to Bangalore. He says, for the last 25 years, I am fortunate with my family to make 7 to 8 visits a year to Sringeri without a break in a year. My son is so well settled. My daughter is so well set. I'm so happy. Everything that has happened in my life is because of Shri Shri Mahasannidhanam. And I would like you to convey this to, as should be part of your Saptaham. So I promise that we will do it. Today afternoon, we visited one of our good old friends. The lady in that house and the speaker's sisters were schoolmates, college mates and all. So she has invited us for lunch. When we went and met her, 4 years back, the father is employed in a MNC and they were all living in Chennai, in a very affluent family, and the boy's grandfather is such a devoted person, built a mutt in Tuticorin. 4 years back, Shri Shri Sannidhanam gave a divine act with compassion, do dharmic, do social, do dharma paripalana, preserve and protect Sanatana Dharma without giving up your sannyasa dharma. No compromise. Any amount of additions will pile up as we see how this Peetham is growing leaps and bounds across the world. One of the employees of the mutt was casually saying, last year we had the benefit of serving Bharati Tirtha Prasadam to almost 20 lakh people in a year. Some days anywhere between 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 people waiting till 3 o'clock, till 3:30. 20 lakh is not a small number. Late TKB Iyer could compile 20 volumes of the authentic works of Shankara Bhagavatpada, as duly validated both by the 33rd Acharya and the 34th Acharya. Now all this is digitized, given with easy accessible Unicode hyperlinks as Advaita Sharada, for a modern mind to access it. We need to also touch about the expansion of the Peetham during the reign of Sri Sri Mahasannidhanam in terms of the branches. The branches for the last 8 centuries had been conceived in 2 different shades. The idea of branch mutt commenced only from the period of Vidyaranya Maharaj. And one of the ancient branch mutts is at Kedar Ghat in Varanasi, which we said, and a host of mutts established in southern India, where Acharya nominated a sannyasi to head that branch mutt. They are all nominated sannyasis from the Shringeri mutt as heads of branches. This was the practice till later part of the 18th century. After the 32nd, it was there even during the period of a Mahapurusha. Jaba Puja Adi Tatpara. A sannyasi who is a Brahmagyani, according to scholars, not according to worldly wise people, a Brahmagyani engages in japa, tapa, tapas and puja. Why? Our dharma, our scriptures mandate Mahapurushas also to pray for the welfare of the world, because they have nothing to gain out of it. There are only two important reasons. For the welfare of the world, they should conduct certain japas, they should conduct certain rituals, they should conduct certain pujas. And two, they should perform pujas to ensure astikas, emulate them and put them into practice in their homes and elsewhere. Otherwise, laziness will easily erupt into us and say, all of us will take sannyasa dharma. At some point of time, we'll take sannyasa. Nothing, no need for puja, no need for vrata, nothing else. We'll all straight hijack ourselves there. So, to avoid that, see the list of anushtanas which the onerous burden of doing it year on year by the Pithatipati of Dakshinamnaya Shri Sharada Pitham. Their day starts around 3:15 in the morning and ends around 12 or little later than that. The clock can stop, but not the life cycle of an Acharya of this Pitham. They have their own daily anushtanas. They need to perform the Chandramoulishwara puja every day. They need to perform the puja for Sharada Bal on occasions. And the multifarious pujas, festivals and vratas to be performed throughout the year. 4 Somavara pujas during the month of Avani. And Kritika Somavara puja again 4 times. Ramanavami, Nisima Jayanti, Krishna Janmashtami, Ganesha Chaturthi, Navaratri, Shivaratri, Aradhanas to various Acharyas, Jayantis to various Acharyas, and various vratas. Just register this in our mind. A Brahmagyani, a scholar in Shastras, a scholar in Vedas, is tied because of a divine mandate by their gurus, as originally ordained by Bhagavad-pada Shankara. Irrespective of you being a Brahmagyani, you need to do this year on year till you find your successor. See the list, endless. This is just the tip. We have just started with the tip of the iceberg. We have not shown the whole iceberg to you. This is the tip. Now, this is followed by the various dharmic events that happen in their life journey. Let us see first the list of centenary celebrations that happened in the reign, during the reign of 50 years of our Mahasannidhanam. 2007, centenary celebrations of the Shankarpuram Mutt in Bangalore. 2010, celebrations in these 5 decades. And each celebration you have to be in the thick of it and still not be completely detached to it. Now we go to the next aspect, fostering temples by Shri Mahasannidhanam. We need to wait for a minute. There is a request by people who watch in the YouTube. What happens because there is a power shutdown? The alternative source of energy comes in this last 50 years. Only fostering the temples in Shringeri. This is how the list goes. During the 25th year of sannyasa, Mata Sharada was dedicated a golden chariot. An Acharya composed an hymn. And whenever Mata adorns the chariot, the kind of vibration, the kind of resonance the Pandits generate singing the glory of Mata and inviting her to come and sit is something which we should experience. It happens every time she goes and sits on the chariot. This happened during the 25th Sannyasa Svikara, 25th year of Sannyasa. In 2001, during the 51st Vardhanti, the silver doors of Sharda Mat was replaced by the golden doors. Now you can see that. It's a heavenly experience to see Mata in that abode. The golden age of Mata Sharada. 3. Acharya laid the foundation for the unique Rajagopuram in 2008 and performed the consecration of this 127 feet Rajagopuram in social welfare side and what has been done by the Peetam through the divine blessings of Shri Mahasannidhanam. Sharada Dhanvantri Hospital at Shringeri, multi-speciality hospital at Shringeri, Rangador Memorial multi-speciality hospital in Bangalore, Sharada Rotary Dental and Eye Care Services, Sharada Cancer and Research Institute, Raja Rajeshwari Memorial Hospital at Guntur, PNMM Ayurveda Medical College at Shornu. Come to the education sector. The Jnanodaya School in Bangalore, affiliated to the CBSE. The Jnanodaya School at Dombivelli at Maharashtra. The Bharati Vidyalaya at Chennai. The Sharada Vidyalaya CBSE since 1993. The Adi Shankara Institute on Engineering Technology in 2000. And the Adi Shankara Training College in 2005. So where did we start yesterday? Just give you a small list for you to Veda Poshaka Sabha, Shastra Poshaka Sabha, Shastra Sambardhini Sabha, Promoting Sanskrit, Annual Vedic Conference, Nitya Veda Parayana, Patashalas, Advaita Research Center, branches, fostering temples, taking care of expanding educational institution, doing healthcare. And one has to remain still a Brahmagyani. Full cycle of worldly connect. And therefore, their anushtanas remain the same. Two factors are constant in the divine life of any acharya. Time is only 24 hours for them. And the anushtanas that they need to do cannot be sacrificed even for a day. But you need to be in the thick of all these celebrations. And that's why when Krishnamurtikal, the private secretary or the whole time service which he is bound to render to Shri Mahasannidhanam says, everything will look, oh, this has to be done and that has to be done. But how does nature work? Nature works in its own speed and gets it delivered. The same thing happens day in and day out in the divine light of Shri Mahasannidhanam. That's the fitting answer. I don't think any other answer would be coming anywhere near to what we want to then plan. So, Japa Pujati Tatparaha, the eighth limb of a Mahapurusha, clearly fits into the scheme of the divine life of Shri Mahasannidhanam. This is the first part of today's talk. So the second part, as we promised you yesterday, is a condensation of the 15 talks which Shri Mahasannidhanam because the interest shown by the Astikas of Chennai prompted Acharya to do this gesture. So, we have tried to pick a few of those essence out of that and put it into a form of a small necklace to be presented in the next 1 hour to all of you. Let me make two things very clear to you. two caveats. A lawyer is prone to issue caveats before he addresses a court. So, caveat one, I'm not a scholar like those scholars who address you for the Vedanta Sravana daily in the morning. They are all scholars who have learnt it by the rote. They have spent their lives understanding Vedanta, syllable by syllable. The way Shri Giridhara Shastrigal speaks to each one of you, the way Dr. Ranganath speaks to you, the way that today the young boy, the grandson of Krishnamurti Shastrigal, the way Anand yesterday spoke to you, they have all spent their lifetime. Some were gifted to learn directly from Shri Shri Mahasannidhanam. So, it is not a scholarly approach, let me be very clear in the caveat. And two, what we thought fit, we have picked it out to what reached our elementary sense. So, if the choice is wrong, the mistake should be attributed to the speaker and at no cost to anybody else, including the Acharya. So, these are two caveats which we need to issue before we get into this world of unique wisdom of spiritual glory called Vedanta. And on the concluding day, how Shri Shri Mahasannidhanam blessed the speaker to talk on Vedanta, will narrate it as part of the personal experiences and what really happened after that during the concluding talk. I'll reserve it for that. But for the time being, please bear these two caveats as you proceed to listen something on Vedanta. Now, in simple terms, Acharya says the first step, tracing it to Viveka Chudamani, Acharya says, you have got a human birth. You have got aspiration because you are, as an Astika, you are ready to sit for this Vedantic discourse of Acharya. So there is a longing, some tapam somewhere. And you also have a guru to impart. Which on the first day we said, 2 out of 3 is even possible, but the third is not possible without divine grace. And that's what even Shastrigal says. Yesterday we were referring to, without Deva Anugraha, you will not get into Vedanta. And unless a Sishya sees no distinction between Guru and God, Upanishad texts cannot be imparted to him, he will not understand it, or she will not understand it. It won't get into them if they see a difference between God and Guru. So, crossing these barriers, if somebody still wants to learn Vedanta and understand Vedanta and experience Vedanta, Acharya says, you have to, each one of the jiva should commence the journey somewhere at some point of time in life, in this human birth, after getting a guru. 2. First step. And there are four aspects which we will be now deliberating upon, which will impregnate the significance of being an ant rather than a Garuda. The second step, which all of us would have been taught in every Vedantic lecture, the four qualities you need to possess as a threshold requirement: Vekam, Vairagyam, Samadhishkam and Mumukshutvam. All of us know about it fairly well and fairly deeply also. But the way Acharya addresses them is that unique beauty. Acharya says, what do you mean by sense control? Just 2 sentences, that's all. He leaves it there for us to ponder. Our mind definitely will get attracted through worldly objects. It is inherent in a human mind. It is unstoppable. But there can be a counterpull where the mind which goes towards the worldly objects can be pulled back and restored to its original status. That pulling back requires the first 2 elements of the 4, Vivekam and Vairagyam. See the way it is put. We have all been taught in various schools. You have to have Vivekam, you have to have Vairagyam, you have to have all the Samadhi Shaggam, all the 6 qualities, fighting the force. But why? One cannot achieve self-control, sense control, unless one has built the capacity of Viveka and Vairagya, because it is these 2 tongues which can pull back a worldly attraction of the mind back to its original state. And now Acharya assures each one of us the element of confidence. So, what should an aspirant do? We know we have to control our senses, we are very well aware, but we are unable to control our senses. That is the problem. So Acharya says the first step, see, we see so many management courses, so many young thought process, so modern thought. All this has to be patient. And when it comes to tolerance, Acharya splits it into two beautiful parts. Out of inability to wreak vengeance on the other person who has now pulled us down, or keep cribbing or interfered with your life. This is the tolerance which, no. Tolerance in its true sense of a definition is when you can actually wreak vengeance. Dvesha Bhava, Acharya repeatedly glides in its. Yeah, we'll wait for a second till it gets restored. Acharya repeatedly says in the Anugraha Bhashanas, my Sishyas, if they carry Dvesha, my Upadesas will not enter into them. When we saw Shuddha Bhava, quality of Mahapurusha, when the yantra was drawn by Shri Sannidhanam, patience, tolerance, and anger are different shades of qualities. They are all Sesame sisters. One goes with the other, one dovetails with the other. And cites a Puranic story in the Anugraha Bhashana for the benefit of all of us. A snake bites a son, a child, and the child dies. The snake charmer catches the snake through its throat and brings it to the mother and say, look here, I have caught the snake which killed your son. Now issue me the instructions to kill this snake, I'll kill it. Because it will start killing many people. It's better we destroy the snake. I want your command. So the mother patiently listens to the snake charmer and asks one question. I am ready to issue this command to you, provided this will restore the life of my son back. So the snake charmer doesn't give up. He says, you may not do it. This is going to kill more people. I, as a snake charmer, I want to kill it. Then the snake starts to speak. He says, please, I am not instrumental. I'm just doing my task assigned to me. Go to Mrityu and ask, why did you ask this snake to go and bite this son? When you go to Mrityu, Mrityu says, go to Kalam, time. When you go to Kalam, it sends you to say, it is because of its karmas. His karmas leads him to this Kalam, and since his time is over, Mrityu directs the snake to bite the child, and it's bitten. Now, who is to play the blame game on whom? Therefore, the composure of the woman displaced her patience, her tolerance of loss of a son, and not getting perturbed or angry at any point of time at the loss of his precious child. So anger is an important. And Acharya says in the same Anugraha Bhashana, there are million reasons for a Mahapurusha not to get angry. We are all very reactive. We are all very proactive. And sometimes, applying our wisdom, you will expect Acharya also to be very proactive and reactive. Mahapurushas will not be proactive or reactive. Patience, tolerance, and non-angry symptom is inherent in their life because they are Brahmajnanis. How can you go and provoke a Brahmajnani? You can do provocative actions, but don't think it will provoke a Brahmajnani. It won't provoke a Brahmajnani. That's the difference. And scriptures very clearly says, as you pray for grace from a Brahmajnani and get their grace, if you provoke a Brahmajnani, the sins in the Sanchita Karma storehouse will start getting transferred to your account. So why do you do this? Is the explanation given by scriptures. Giving up purifies the mind, strengthens the mind, and gives the ability to the mind to contemplate. Contemplation comes only when there is an attitude to give up. And to top it all this now should have a crown, and that is faith in the Vedantic life. Reducing the faith in material life and increasing the faith in the Vedantic life. See, like giving up leads to dhyana or meditation. Why should Mahapurushas keep insisting on faith? Why should they say, you should have faith, you should have faith? The bottom line reason the Anugraha Bhashana gives is, faith slowly reduces your intensity to commit papas or sins. That's the reason they say faith. See, faith in scriptures, faith in Vedas, faith in your Guru's words, faith in God militates against the sense of committing sins, wrongdoings, or going the wrong path slowly. That is why faith is an important factor. And Acharya says, if you start doing Vedantic pursuit and without faith, you become a pitiable person, because you are neither going to be happy in the material world nor going to achieve the Vedantic pursuit. You are neither here nor there. And here Acharya gives this example. What is modern faith? As I see from so many people who come to me for darshan and hearing these types of Anugraha Bhashnas and lectures, what is modern faith? Yes, we want everything in life. We are ready to give some donation. Please give us moksha. Where we can, which counter gives moksha, we'll go to that counter. Show, Guruji, don't do anything else. Please show us the counter where we can go and pay and get moksha. We'll go to that counter. Come what may, we'll manage to pay the money. So this is the access route which we all think will achieve us moksha. No way. On the contrary, the degree of faith which scriptures expect on us to pursue this path of salvation is, if suddenly somebody pushes us into the Tunga river to the bottom, the kind of attempts we will make to surge out of the river to breathe, that kind of a search one should have 24/7, 365 days if one has to remain in a Vedantic pursuit. You are sitting inside your house and the whole house gets burning. It's burnt. It's burning right in front of you. Will you be thinking, oh, I have to take my coffee powder because tomorrow I have to take coffee, which I should not fail. I have to take this bag. I have to take the bank locker. I have to take my passbook. I have to take my laptop. Will you be thinking of all this, or will you first think how to run out of this place? So what is your priority? So when the Vedantic mandate is to this extent, where are we today? Please show us the counter which gives you moksha. Easy. Become poorer in life. I have entered into poverty. I am in penury and pain and suffering. Give me one example, Acharya says. Understand the concept of money clearly. By doing dharma, using the righteous mean, tell me which person has lost his status in life, material status in life. And says in the Anugraha Bhashna, this happened in Venus Colony in 2012. Dharmatma Vaidya Subramanyar understood this very clearly at a very young age. He cites Dharmatma Vaidya Subramanyar as an example. Serving God will only come back to you in multiples. You don't have to serve it with that strategy in mind. It is the inevitable consequence you will have to. See, let us understand a few basic things. Earning money, earning wealth comes only out of divine grace, because not many do it. But that's only one half of the blessing. The moment we earn and we think that it is our money at our disposal, 2 out of the 3 options we normally resort to. Option 1, we spend it on ourselves. Acharya says, okay, if that is your fate and that is your karma, you want to enjoy it based on, you want to exhaust your punya, please do it. At least you are spending the money on yourself. But we don't do that also. We start to go and store money in banks. We need to have deposits. We need to have safety. All that is, Acharya is not saying all of you spend money, that's not the advice. But the kind of wealth hoarding, different from saving. There is a distinction between saving wealth for the future and hoarding wealth for generation. By hoarding, you become only a trustee of your own money, like a branch manager. Can a bank manager claim that whatever is in the locker is his own? He is only a trustee to it. He is only a housekeeper to it. You are also a housekeeper to your own wealth. Instead, the third option, which is rare, can you use this wealth in serving good causes? either dharma or social or any other activity of your choice, other than self-spending, then it translates into punya. So, earning wealth is certainly a blessing, but you must have a Mahapurusha to guide you at every point of time how you should spend the earned wealth. Touch your hearts and tell us, those who listen here and elsewhere, has any Acharya of this Peetam has asked one Sishya at any point of time what he or she is earning and what he or she can do? Least concern. But there are several Sishyas who have shared their experience to say, I don't know from where the guidance will come, sir. When I get the right down to just 2 sentences. Just reduce it to just 2 sentences. What is our problem? Problem is only twofold. I am the doer and this is mine. The source of any problem for us is traceable only to these 2 limbs, nothing else. And says, both those 2 limbs, we call it as ahankara and mamakara. And what does this do to us? It does the following. It puts into us an illusory thought that what is not permanent is permanent. See, all of us listen to various lectures on Vedanta and various books. Volumes and volumes would have been uploaded in this world. But greatest of Mahapurushas speak the same concept, but in such an elementary sense. Bring it down to the brass tacks. If you have ahankara and mamakara, it only produces 3-4 consequences. What is not permanent, it will make you feel that is permanent. What is painful in life, it will make you feel to get attached to it. what is not Atma, it will make you feel that this is all the reality in life, and the consequences are we will start attaching significance to our body. We become first slave to our body, and followed by the mind, followed by the buddhi. And we are not ready to give up our body. So, the 6 steps which Acharya guided us in the first 4 Anugraha Bhashanas, out of the 15, the tipping point or the culminating point is we all suffer only from these 2 issues, and these 2 issues lead to these consequences. So the whole idea of Vedanta is to erase and reverse these consequences, reverse the steps, nothing else. And the later 10 lectures, from the 5th to the 15th, some interesting questions are raised for a Vedantic pursuit. It's always two-sided. So it says, who is entitled for a Guru Upadesam? We can put the checklist straight away. Are you pure-hearted? Do you have Dvesha Bhava? Because no Dvesha Bhava is a mandatory requirement. Respect to elders, service to elders, good conduct and character. One who is genuinely interested in Vedanta. And unless asked, Guru will not impart. If asked in a very impolite, reckless way, Guru will not impart. So the sincerity in which you go and seek. Yesterday we were referring to a scholar like Naveen Hulla, who has gone on record when he glorifies Sri Mahasannidhanam. Look here, if you have a genuine doubt, Acharya will never see whether it is a significant doubt or an absurd doubt. Acharya will only see whether it's a genuine doubt. If he finds that the Sishya is raising a genuine doubt, he will go to any extent. Time is no constraint. Any extent to clarify that to the Sishya for his betterment and understanding. So, learning Vedanta, genuineness is the connect, it's the bridge which connects a Sishya with the Guru. Then, the last 2 limbs, which essential requirements, swearing by the Guru and his path. Like consulting different astrologers with your horoscope, consulting different physicians, taking second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion on your X-ray. You can't have 5 gurus at a time. And keep cross-checking whether this is a better pursuit, whether this is a better guru. Remember what Mahavidwan Mani Dravid Shastrihal has portrayed our Acharya to be. Remember that. If not all the 10 points, remember one. He has said, each of us see a cow, each of us see a dog, each of us see a stone. Whereas Sri Mahasannidhanam can see Brahman in that cow, can see Brahman in that dog, can see Brahman in that stone, and see Brahman in you, and make you realize and see Brahman in each one of them. This is your Guru. After securing such a Guru, if you are going to do flip-flop and keep testing, in fact, Acharya in the Anugrah Bhashyam says, somebody went to Chandrasekhar, to whom? That was more important. Jagadguru Srimad Chandrasekhar Bharati Mahaswamigal and says, I have a doubt to clarify. Acharya said, what is your doubt? No, I have the answer already. I just wanted to verify whether, if you know, then you please carry on with your answer. You don't have to tell me what the question is. I'm not interested. You conduct a test for Acharya. How silly. So, this swearing by the Guru, unstinted loyalty to the Guru words. Because why they say so is, this alone will eliminate our ego or ahankara, mamaka. That's the starting point. Every time we substitute our reasoning to somebody's reasoning, in worldly life. When two people discuss, we always try to push our idea first, or ensure that our idea finds a place. Because we feel our idea is better than somebody's idea. Our understanding is our experience is better than somebody's. We are better than everybody. So, loyalty to the Guru and Guru's words is the first mitigating step of erasing our ahankara and mamakara, which only says, I am the doer and this is mine. And the shades of illusions enveloping thereafter, giving importance to our body and our inability to give up our body, which is the obstacle, sole obstacle for us to reach the path of salvation. So with this basis, let's now discuss the questions posed by the objectionist. Some 5-6 questions we'll try to do in the next 20 minutes. Acharya has discussed several of them. We just picked up a few due to the time constraint. So, they keep objecting to the commentaries of Bhagavatpada Shankara in Brahma Sutra and Advaita. Okay, that's the target. So one of the questions they ask is, look here, you are saying God, Guru, Ishvara, Jiva are all same line. They are nothing but one and the same. They are not different. God is Guru, Guru is Jiva, Jiva is Ishvara. That's your Advaita, because you say only one exists and not the second. Please tell us who creates. Is it Ishvara who creates, or is it Jiva who creates? If so, one has the creating ability, one does not have the creating ability. So there is two. How do you say Ishvara and Jiva is one and the same? Or if you say, look here, Ishvara doesn't create, it's only Jiva who creates, why should Jiva create an unhappy world? Why should Jiva create Swarga and Naraga? If you say Jiva creates, Jiva also always has a sense of recognition and longing. Why does Jiva not even recollect once that he has created this universe? If you say Jiva creates, the ability to dissolve should be part of creation. A Jiva is unable to give up its own body. So please clarify. Who is the creator, who is the non-creator, and how do you say both are one and the same? Simple question. Now, how does Acharya reply? Acharya replies this in two parts. He says, be very clear. Only Ishvara creates and not the Jiva. Let's be very clear on that. No confusion. Then dichotomy comes. No dichotomy. Absolutely no dichotomy. Why? Says, take a diamond stone which glitters. Take a tile which is laid on this floor. Consider a stone on the road which is taken to pelt. In terms of properties, all the three are only stones. Take a piece of diamond, take a tile piece, take a stone, place all the three on a table and starts pounding on them. Put a hammer and start to pound all the three. Once you pound it into a powder, is there a difference between a diamond powder and a tile powder and a sand powder and a stone powder in terms of its value and degree? So Acharya will clarify. Each stone has its own Shakti or power. Merely because a diamond has the power to glitter and command value, loses its quality as a stone and becomes something else when compared to an ordinary roadside stone meant for pelting. All are stones. If you reduce them to the status of a powder. So, the creative Shakti of Ishvara and the inability of the Jiva to create does not make them two distinct entities. Because if you trace it back, crack it back, and reduce it back, it will take you back only to that one single element which is truth and that is eternal and that is Brahman. It's the first question's answer. Now we'll go to the second question. So the objection is asked, look here, in a material world, if you have to produce something or create something, you need two essentials. You need a raw material. Unless there is plastic granules, you can't manufacture a plastic sack. Unless you have iron melted, you can't produce an iron tube. So you need a raw material. And you need a process, a factory, either a machine or an individual to convert this raw material into some finished product. Please tell us, you are saying Brahman is one and there is no second. If so, what is the raw material for Brahman? Is there a raw material? 2. If you say there is a raw material or not, there is no raw material, who does this conversion? 3. If you say there is a converted, it is Brahman which has become Prapancha. So in practical life, when plastic granules becomes a sack or a clay becomes a pot, then you don't find the clay there. You don't find the granules there. So once Brahman has become Prapancham, you will not find the Brahman. But you are saying Brahman is eternal truth. Something really flawed. Please clarify. So Acharya replies, look here. There are two things which you should understand. You should know the distinction between creation and manifestation. The error in your thinking lies only there. The test of conversion of clay into pot or plastic granules into sack applies to creation. It does not apply to manifestation. Vedanta only imparts you the knowledge what is in reality a rope manifests as a snake in darkness to some. So one who sees the snake doesn't see the rope. One who sees the rope in reality doesn't see the snake. So a Jivatma, Jivan Mukta, sees the Brahman, the rope. The struggling Jiva sees the Prapancham and not the Brahman. So, why do you need a raw material for this? Why do you need a clay and say, clay has displaced itself into a pot, show me the clay? Why should we show that to you? Then the question, subsidiary question is, right, oh, there is plurality of creations. Look here, your Ishvara has done so much of creations. What do you say for that? So, is he the one who manufactures? Acharya says, when Draupadi was in distress, in the middle of the throne, in the middle of a sabha, raised her hands and prayed to Shri Krishna, from which factory did Krishna purchase silk and cotton, which factory manufactured saris, which man went and delivered to Draupadi continuously? Tell us. The one way to shun this is, I don't believe in Mahabharata and I don't believe in this story. That's your choice. Then there is no point in debating with us. See, if you don't believe, then we leave it to you. We leave it to your choice. We can't compel you to believe. But if you believe, you must believe how this can happen. So where did Krishna generate cotton and silk? Where did he find the weavers to produce it so instantaneously to give it to Mata Draupadi? We must understand the distinction, the limitation of a jiva and the power of Ishvara, if you want to understand tattva. And therefore, when this can happen, Ishvara can create plural things simultaneously. And you can't say, he is the producer and show me the raw material, show me the manufacturing process, show me the machine line, show me maintenance of the machines. Can't do all this. What's the second answer? Go to the third question. All this is fine, sir. What does Ishvara benefit out of doing all this? Why is he doing this? Simple question. For which Acharya replies, you are so trained to look at use and benefit theory in everything in your life. For anything and everything, you see there is a use and there is a benefit. That theory won't work in this Vedantic spectrum. Shun it. Ishvara doesn't do anything for his own benefit at all. How do you say? Every time we are saying through our scriptures, at every point of time there are Mahapurushas staying in this universe. They are the right example for you to understand this principle. Mahapurushas do everything and anything to everyone who has faith in them without motive and without expectation. That's why we need to train ourselves when we go and offer our obeisance to our acharyas. They are the fountainhead of divinity, ready to help us, guide us, and handhold us without motive and without expectations. So the Creator has no expectation or motive in this creation. Creator doesn't need us. We only need the Creator. Please understand. We are dependent on Him. He is not dependent on us. And He does this only for the purpose of giving karma pala and its salvation. Nothing else. So don't ask the question, how does He benefit? It's not done for His benefit at all. We go to the next question. Look here, we don't understand one point. You say everything is Brahman, everything is one. There is no change from one from the other. You see cat. So you say food and the person who eats the food is one and the same according to you. So can the person become the food and food becomes the person? Can you do that? In reality it doesn't happen at all. Food remains food. The eater remains eater, dog remains dog, cat remains cat. So how do you say Brahman is one? If something is one, then they must be capable of being substituted. This should become that and that should become. It will be reversible. This test fails. So how do you say Brahman is one? Shankara Bhagavad gives an example. Look here, see a ocean in front of you. The waves in the ocean are racing out of the ocean. and the foam that tops the waves as a cream. So for our visible sight, we are able to see an ocean, its waves, and also the foam. Each one of them is identifiable independently and they are distinct. Foam doesn't become wave. Wave doesn't become foam. But both of them emerge only from ocean. Can they be independent of the ocean? And it is that we call it as Brahman, the origin. Names and forms will continue to baffle us. You take a simple gold bar, one can make a bangle, one can make a necklace, one can make any other aesthetic jewelry, antique jewelry, form and shape, melt it back, it becomes a gold bar. So, when foam and waves are distinct, what is your problem if food and the eater are distinct? If ultimately the source of all is connected only to one eternal truth, which is Brahman, what's your problem? Is the answer given by Bhagavad Pada Shankara. We'll take the last two questions. Very interesting. The objectionists raise a question. Look here. You say Brahman is truth. Rest is all illusions. Completely illusion. Other than Brahman, nothing exists. That's what you swear. If so, what is the status of Vedic scriptures? Are you saying it is part of the illusory world? Or it is part of Brahman? If you swear, no, Vedic texts are so sacred, it is part of Brahman, then there is a second to Brahman. If you say, no, this is all part of illusion only, Vedas also are part of illusion only, then please tell us, how can illusion teach us truth? Because they are antidotes to each other, they are antitheses to each other. How can Vedas, which is part of illusions, teach us Brahman, the reality? Is the question. So, Shankara Bhagavad cites two examples and says, please understand, it's not that truth should emanate only out of truth. Illusions can also impart truth sometimes in life. What you should go in search of is truth, rather than finding out whether truth emanates truth or illusion emanates truth. Then you are sadly not approaching the path of salvation. And gives two examples. You invite somebody to home for a dinner, and a friend of you also joins the dinner. So the guest has a sumptuous dinner, and the friend, as they walk out of the house to reach their homes, casually tells the friend, hey, be careful, yaar. This food has been completely poisoned. In a few days' time, the man dies out of the fear that it has been a poisoned food. When in literal sense, the food is not poisoned. The sheer fear that he has consumed a poisonous food, when the food actually is not poisoned, does it not meet with death? Death, which is a fact, emanating out of an illusory thought that he has been fed with poison, does it not lead you to this? So is it unusual in your own material world? You ask. And the second example Acharya cites is, Trijadai gets a dream when Mata Sita was almost in the brink of a collapse. Trijadai tells Mata, oh, please don't give up, because I had a dream of Bhagavan Shri Rama yesterday as a Sarva Alankara Bhushanan, going towards the north in a chariot drawn by 4 elephants, and Ravana being poured with oil and going southwards. History records Ravana was conquered by Bhagavan Sri Rama. But was there a dream like this before that? Did in reality Bhagavan Rama came as a Sarvalanga Bhushana riding on a chariot with 4 elephants? So, Mata Sita was communicated by Trijadai in a dream, which is an illusion, the truth that Bhagavan Sri Rama will conquer Ravana, and it did happen. So, till such time one attains the stage of Mukta, scriptures, devatas, Vedas, Vedanta, which keeps you guiding there, enlightening, guiding there, will be with you. But it allows you to transcend. It's a bridge connecting the unreal and the real in your modern thinking way, if you want an answer. It's a bridge. Do we carry the bridge always with us after crossing the bridge? It's a boat. Do we carry the boat all the way after we cross the banks? We discard it. So, this is also to be discarded provided you become the status of a mukta. Till such time we need all this. And because we need all this, and because it is part of the big plan of avidya or maya, don't underestimate it or underwrite it to say that you can't therefore talk about the reality of Brahman. That's a wrong understanding. Now we'll take the last 2 questions and then we'll wind up. They ask, look here, if I have to produce sugar, the raw material for sugar is sugar cane. Why is sugar cane a raw material and not an iron rod? Because the sweetness in the sugar cane transforms into sugar. So, apply the same logic. The eternal truth of Brahman must also have a source which is truth. Sweetness in sugar cane translates into jaggery or sugar. You are now saying darkness leads to light. You are saying darkness is light. You are saying this is so possible that you need to therefore live by this expectation. How? Acharya gives just 2 examples. From allow a cow dung to remain at rest in a place for a while. Have we not seen live scorpion emerging out of it? So, life can emerge out of inert substances. Take the case of our hair on our body. Hair, you cut it out. What's the life hair has? It grows on a live body. Something which is otherwise inert. So, don't think inert substance cannot produce life. We are giving you examples. So, don't miscalculate it as darkness and light is one and the same. It's not so. So, and says finally in that Anugraha Bhashana, quotes the example of the assembly where Yajnavalkya presents himself in the kingdom of Janaka. And Yajnavalkya, this is how he seals it. Yajnavalkya puts a question to the assembly of scholars. Look here, there are 2 ways of going into the discussion. I am ready to ask each one of you questions singularly. Or I am ready to ask a question to all of you collectively. Alternatively, each one of you can ask any questions to me. Or all of you put together can ask questions to me. I am ready for that. It was a clear match, won in less than 10 seconds. Everybody stood up and said, we can't ask questions and please don't ask us any questions. Matter ended, match ended. In less than, we're not asking questions. This is how Acharya seals the Bhashanas. Don't use your silly mind to probe beyond a point. Because every possible question has been raised and answered by Bhagavad Pada Shankara. Don't think in 2024 you can apply your intellectual brain and conquer Brahma Sutra and disprove Brahma Sutra to be a script which cannot be relied upon. Who are you here? See the types of questions people have asked. Intellectually and logically very strong questions. And the last one we'll take, and we'll wind up. So now they say, look here. One more way to put the question, same way. Clay becoming pot, milk becoming curd, Ishvara becoming prapancha. So show us still Ishvara is there. If you say, in spite of Ishvara becoming prapancha, there is a residual Ishvara still sitting there as Ishvara, then there is two. So Acharya clarifies, look here. The misconstruction in you is only because of this. Nowhere Shastras say a live rope and a live snake are the same. This is your misconception. A rope can be used to tie things. Can you use a snake to tie it? A rope can stay in our home safely. Can you allow snakes to stay in your home safely as your friend? The way you handle a rope and the way you handle a snake are distinct. Vedanta doesn't say this live rope and this live snake is one and the same. It only says when you misconstrue a rope in semi-darkness as a snake, the illusion starts there. It is referring to an illusory snake manifested on a rope and not about the distinction between a real snake and a distinct snake. Have this in mind before you pitch the question. The error in your judgment is you want us to say, no, both are one and the same. That's what you are trying to say, which we discredit. We are not saying that. So, this is the quality and the nature of rope and the quality and nature of snake are distinct. And finally concludes, look here, as a jiva, don't you dream? Don't you get dreams? And you create a stupendous world on your own. And you stand distinct from the creation of the dream. You become part of the dream and you lose. When the dream occurs, have you lost yourself? You are not there. Dream is an illusion. When with your ability, you can create a world of your own in dreams, Ishvara has more capability and ability than each and every jiva. Can't Ishvara create this prapancha as an illusory world with so much of pluralities in names and forms? This is so difficult. When you can do it with your ability, is it so difficult for Ishvara to do it? And thrashes it. And expounds Advaita to be the grand ideology and tattva as found in the Vedas. That's why in every other Anugraha Bhashnas, our Acharyas say, don't be under the misconception Adi Shankara invented or discovered Advaita. No. Shankara Bhagavad Pada only expounded Advaita. The truth of Advaita is seated in the Shrutis, says our Acharyas. And this is backed by the three commentaries of Bhagavad Pada Shankara in Brahma Sutra, Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita, which was contested vehemently. This was written in the 9th century. So, in 18th and 19th century, our Trayambak Shastrigal had to be reborn. That's why we narrated the story yesterday to you. His teacher was again Shankara Bhagavad Pada, nobody else. And he says this in his own stuti. And Bhanubhashya Prabhada comes out. So, same Shankara comes and teaches Shastrigal to write the text. shunning the objections raised between the 9th century and the 18th century. And in the 21st century, it is being reviewed by none other than Adi Shankara in the form of the 36th Jagadguru Shri Mahasannidhanam, in bringing this as one of the exclusive texts of the 26th through the Advaita Research Center. This is the continuity of this parampara. And it's 6:05, and so we will draw a close to Jagadguru Namanam Day 4. Tomorrow, we will see the section relating to the Vijayatras made by Shri Mahasannidhanam and the experiences countered by devotees during those Vijayatras. 2 days, today and yesterday, we have documented a lot of data because it's a Saptaham, and one should know the breadth, depth, length, the magnitude and the magnificence of 50 years of divine love of Shri Mahasannidhanam. From where to, starting from education to a hospital to handling a scholar on Advaita. See the bandwidth he had to connect. Let me read the list of people. This is something interesting. I just wanted to close it with this. This 50 years, Acharya has connected with whom? Common man, common woman, Vedic scholars, Shastric scholars, sannyasis, people in power, various social organization, educational organization, health bodies, various dharmic organization, various kumbhabhishekams, various branches, various research organization, and based on the divine command of Bhagavad Shankara, maintaining his anushtanas as a sannyasi. So these 2 days covered these holistic aspects of Acharya. Tomorrow we will do Vijayatra, and day after tomorrow the divine compassion shown to the devotees. So next 2 days it will be filled with episodes and experiences. Both days put together at least 35 to 40 such unique experiences we will keep sharing, and therefore we will now close today's talk. Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Aspadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara. Thank you so much, teacher.
कर्मणा प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानसो परेणनाकं निहितं गुणानां विभ्राजते सद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्त विज्ञान सुनिश्चितार्थाः सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ते सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्वरो यत्पुण्डरीकं परमध्यसग्रस्थम् तत्रापि नक्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् गदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यं यो वेदादौ स प्रोक्तो
गोकुल धाम में स्पेशली बीमार गौ माता की सेवा की जाती है। गौ माता के साथ साथ कुत्ते, बिल्ली, मोर, बंदर, कबूतर, नीलगाय, हिरण, सभी प्रकार के जीवों की चिकित्सा व सेवा की जाती है। और जितना भी जो गोधन सड़कों पर एक्सीडेंट होता है उनको गोकुल धाम में एम्बुलेंसों के माध्यम से लाया जाता है। गोकुल धाम में अभी वर्तमान में 13 एम्बुलेंसों की सुविधा है। गोकुल धाम में अभी वर्तमान में 1000 से अधिक गोवंश उपचाराधीन है और गोकुल धाम ने पिछले 10 वर्षों में 80,000 से अधिक गोवंश की चिकित्सा व सेवा की है। बारिश का जो समय आता है उस समय हमारी एम्बुलेंस बिल्कुल ही कम पड़ जाती हैं। उस समय एक्सीडेंट ज़्यादा होते हैं और 60 से 70 गोवंश हमारे पास प्रतिदिन आते हैं। बारिश के समय की एक बार की एक घटना है कि हमारे पास एक कॉल आई कि एक गाय का रोड पर एक्सीडेंट हो गया है और जब हमारी एम्बुलेंस उस गौ माता को लेने के लिए पहुंची तब तक उस गौ माता ने तड़प तड़प कर अपने प्राण त्याग दिए थे। आप उस बछड़े की पीड़ा समझिए कि जो उसकी माँ सामने मरी पड़ी है और वो बेचारा गौ माता की तरफ, अपनी माँ की तरफ देख रहा है कि आज मेरी माँ को कोई बचाने वाला नहीं है। अगर हमारी माँ का ऐसे रोड पे एक्सीडेंट हो जाए और कोई हमारी मदद नहीं करे तो कितना कष्ट होता है। आप और हम इंसान तो सब बोल के बता सकते हैं, गौ माताएं बोल नहीं सकती। उनको भी पीड़ा होती है, उनको भी इतना ही कष्ट होता है, उनको भी इतना ही दर्द होता है जितना हमें होता है। मेरी आप सभी गौ भक्तों से प्रार्थना है कि आप गोकुल धाम में जो एम्बुलेंसों की कमी है उसको पूरा करने में गोकुल धाम की मदद कीजिए ताकि आगे कोई भविष्य में ऐसा बछड़ा अपनी माँ से अनाथ ना हो पाए और समय रहते हम जो हमारी सड़कों पर गौ माताएं जो एक्सीडेंट होती हैं, बीमार होती हैं, उनकी समय रहते हम जान बचा सकें, उनका उपचार कर सकें, उनकी सेवा कर सकें। जय गौ माता, जय गोपाल।
Do you know what will happen if you read one book every week? Let me share some 3 powerful benefits. First one, you will improve your knowledge and ability to solve any of your problem. Point number 2, you will reach top 1% doers. All successful people across the globe, they have one thing in common. They read books, they read books, they read books, especially non-fiction books. Point number 3, you will unlock magical power of your mind and attract ideas that will help you grow exponentially. But how to read one book every week? Average reader reads at 150 to 250 words per minute. However, speed reader reads at the speed up to 800 to 1000 words per minute. So far, I have helped thousands of people to achieve this goal. If you are a working professional, or a business owner, trainer, or coaches, or even homemaker, if you wish to achieve new heights by increasing your reading speed and retention ability, I'm inviting you to join my 6 days challenge, reading challenge. And you will be learning how to double your reading speed within 6 days, how to retain any information quickly and easily. And the third one, how to read one book every week. Just imagine if you read one book every week, 52 weeks, 52 books. And even if you pick up just 2 key takeaways from every book, you can transform your life. Additionally, you will develop powerful morning habit as a bonus. So please click the link below and register my 6 days challenge to see amazing results. So please click the link below and join. This is Dr. Manjunath. I'm a speed reading and mind performance coach. I'll see you inside my masterclass. Thank you so much.
सर्वतंत्र स्वतंत्र आदिराजधानी विद्या
విద్యానో జాహ్నవీ తీర్థం విద్యాతీర్థం వివేకినాం సర్వేషాం సుఖదం తీర్థం భారతీ తీర్థమాశ్రయే విద్యా వినా సంపన్నం వీతరాగం వివేకినం వందే వేదాంత తత్వజ్ఞం విధుశేఖర భారతీ. జగద్గురువుల చరణకమలాలకు సభక్తిక ప్రణామాలు సహస్రాధికంగా మునుముందుగా సమర్పించుకుంటూ, ఒక మహత్తరమైన ఆశయంతో, ఒక బృహత్తరమైన ప్రణాళికతో, గురుదేవుల దివ్య అనుగ్రహ ఆశీస్సులతో దర్శనం నిర్వహిస్తున్న ఈనాటి సంస్కృతాంధ్ర శతావధాన కార్యక్రమంలో తొలుతొలుతగా ఉభయ జగద్గురువుల శ్రీచరణాలకు నమోవాకాలు. సభలో సమావిష్టులైన విద్వద్వరేణ్యులందరికీ నమస్సుమాలు. ఈ కార్యక్రమం ఒక మంచి ఆశయంతో సనాతన ధర్మానికి శంఖారావాన్ని అందిస్తున్న శృంగేరి ఆధారంగా శతావధానం అనే ఒక ప్రక్రియను ఆధారం చేసుకుని కవితా రూపంలో సనాతన ధార్మిక వైభవాన్ని జగద్వ్యాప్తం చేయాలనే మంచి సంకల్పంతో జగద్గురువులు ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి అనుమతించారు. జగద్గురువులకు కృతజ్ఞతాపూర్వకమైన నమస్సులు అందిస్తూ ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమం ప్రత్యేకమైన ఒక వేదికగా ఏర్పాటైంది. ఆ వేదికను పరిచయం చేస్తారు.
Don't risk losing the photos and videos from your phone. This innovative device makes it easy to back up your smartphone in seconds. You don't need to be a computer or phone expert. It's compatible with all devices such as Android and iPhone, and you can free up storage in seconds without ever paying for cloud storage again. It was created by Alex, an electrical engineering college student. Alex observed a trend where 3 out of 5 Brits lose their irreplaceable family memories due to technical issues. Gifted with engineering skills, Alex created a more effective and simpler way to store your data that you could use anywhere without needing to pay a smartphone engineer or for cloud services. After 8 months of research and countless beta tests, Foxfer was born. This small device can safely back up and store thousands of pictures and videos within seconds. The patented port head can be used to connect to your Android, iPhone, tablet, or computer, and in just a few seconds, you'll have all your data stored on your Foxfer. Foxfer uses universal backup technology, a new technology that is easy to use and 10 times faster than cloud storage or external drives. It's completely free. There's no need to deal with complicated software installations or pay for subscriptions. Simply insert the Foxfer into your device and press go. Foxfer works by searching through your system for pictures without copying duplicates. It takes your files and copies them onto this secure flash drive that you can keep forever and use on all your other devices. You can even use it to free up space on your phone's memory to run faster by transferring all your photos and videos. Transfer photos or videos from your phone to the Foxfer in seconds. Never worry again about losing family pictures, documents, or videos. Alex launched Foxfer in 2023 without marketing or advertising, and it quickly gained popularity through word of mouth. After going viral, Foxfer sold out within the first 3 weeks and quickly accumulated a waitlist of over 30,000 orders. The creators of Foxfer have since tripled their production facilities and are offering a 50% welcome back sale for a limited time. But you need to act quickly. This is a limited time opportunity while supplies last, and the price is set to increase at any moment. Want my advice? Don't risk losing your files. Claim your discount by clicking on the button below to get your 50% discount.
శ్రీ పురాణం మహేశ్వర శర్మ గారు.
జగద్గురువుల శరణారవిందాలకు సాష్టాంగ ప్రణామాలను సమర్పించుకుంటూ మహాసన్నిధానం వారి సన్యాసాశ్రమ స్వీకార స్వర్ణోత్సవ మహాకార్యక్రమాలను పురస్కరించుకొని స్వర్ణ భారతిలో అంగంగా శతావధాన కార్యక్రమాన్ని నిర్వహిస్తున్న ఈ వేదిక మొదటి నాటిది విద్యాతీర్థ మహాస్వామి వారి వేదిక. ఔపనిషద సిద్ధాంతాన్ని స్థాపించిన జగద్గురు శంకరాచార్యుల వారి పరంపరలో మన దక్షిణాంనాయ శృంగేరి శారదాపీఠంలో మహాస్వామివారు పదవవారు శ్రీ విద్యాతీర్థ మహాస్వామివారు ఔపనిషద సిద్ధాంతాన్ని అమృతాన్ని సేచనం చేస్తూ ఉన్నటువంటి వారై మనందరినీ కూడా తరింపజేసినారు. ఎవరి యొక్క నామాన్ని స్మరిస్తే చాలు మనకున్నటువంటి అనేక జన్మల పాపాలు తరిస్తాయో అటువంటి మహనీయమూర్తి లంబికా యోగాన్ని అవలంబించి తాను జీవసమాధిగా వెళ్ళి ఎవరూ కూడా తనను చూడకూడదు అని నిషేధాలు చెప్పినప్పటికీ కూడా కొంతమంది వారిని దర్శించడం కోసమే సాహసం చేయగా లింగ రూపంలో వారు దర్శన ఇచ్చినారు. వారికి దివ్యమైనటువంటి ఆలయాన్ని నిర్మించి వారి శిష్యులు విద్యారణ్యుల వారు ఈనా భారతీ తీర్థ మహాస్వామి వారు మనకు ఒక దివ్యమైనటువంటి ఆలయాన్ని నిర్మింపజేసి మనం ఈనాడు చూస్తున్నటువంటి శృంగేరి క్షేత్రంలోని అనేక ఆలయాల్లో విశేషమైనటువంటి ఆలయము విద్యాశంకరుల ఆలయముని మనమంతా కూడా దర్శిస్తున్నాము. ఏ ఆలయంలోనైతే ఆయా మాసములకు సంబంధించిన సూర్యకిరణాలు ఆయా స్తంభములో పడుతూ ఉంటాయో అటువంటి మహనీయమూర్తి వారికి సంబంధించిన స్మరణతో కూడుకొని మొదటి సభ ఈనాడు ప్రారంభమవుతున్నది. మనమంతా కూడా ధన్యజీవులం. మహాదేవ.
ధన్యవాదాలండి. కార్యక్రమంలో ఇప్పుడు శంఖారావం శ్రీ గంటి నగేష్ గారు, అనంతరం కుమారి లక్ష్మీమహతి ప్రార్థనా గీతం. లక్ష్మీమహతి సిద్ధంగా ఉండవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. అయ్యా, శంఖనాదం వినిపించండి.
Circle it. Circle, you let me circle it. I can find anything if I circle it, so let me circle it.
కార్యక్రమ నిర్వాహకుల పక్షాన దర్శనం మాసపత్రిక సంపాదకులు శ్రీ వెంకటరమణ శర్మ గారు ప్రస్తావన అందిస్తారు.
श्रीमद्गजास्य वाणी चरणयुगाम्भोरुहेषु मद्हृदयं सततं द्विरेफलीलां करुणामकरन्दलिप्सया तनुताम् श्रीमद्गजास्य वाणी चरणयुगाम्भोरुहेषु मद्हृदयं सततं द्विरेफलीलां करुणामकरन्दलिप्सया तनुताम् शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् चारणादिमगीतवैभवपूरिताखिल दिक्तते शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् चारणादिमगीतवैभवपूरिताखिल दिक्तते शारदे करुणानिधे भर्मभूषण भूषिते वररत्नमौलिविराजिते भर्मभूषण भूषिते वररत्नमौलिविराजिते शर्मदायिनि कर्ममोचिनि निर्मलं कुरु मानसं शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् हस्तसन्धृतपुस्तकाक्षपटी सुधाघटमुद्रिके हस्तसन्धृतपुस्तकाक्षपटी सुधाघटमुद्रिके कस्तवास्ति हि वर्णने चतुरो नरः खचरोऽथवा शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जनान् चारणादिमगीतवैभवपूरिताखिल दिक्तते शारदे करुणानिधे शारदे करुणानिधे शारदे करुणानिधे
దక్షిణాంనాయ శృంగేరి శారదాపీఠం జగద్గురువులు శ్రీ 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 భారతీ తీర్థ మహాసన్నిధానం వారికి, జగద్గురువులు శ్రీ 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 విధుశేఖర భారతి సన్నిధానం వార్లకు సాష్టాంగ ప్రణామాలు అర్పిస్తూ, ఈ జన్మకు ఇంతకు మించినటువంటి సార్థకత లేదని నాకు ఒక ఆనంద బాష్పాలుగా వస్తున్నటువంటి భావన. ఒకనాడు జగద్గురువులు 2012లో తెలుగునాట విజయయాత్రకు వేంచేస్తున్నారు అని తెలుసుకోగానే 6 నెలల ముందు చెన్నైకి వెళ్ళి సాష్టాంగ ప్రణామాలు చేసి, గురువుగారు తమరితో భాగ్యనగరంలో ఒక సార్వజనిక సభ ఏర్పాటుకు మమ్మకు అనుమతించండి అనగానే ఒక్క క్షణం ఆలోచించకుండా వారు అనుగ్రహించి దివ్యంగా భవ్యంగా లలితకళాతోరణంలో భాగ్యనగరంలో గురువందన సభ ఏర్పాటు చేయడానికి ఆనాడు అవకాశం ఇచ్చి నా జన్మ ధన్యం చేశారు. దర్శనం పరివారాన్ని ధన్యం చేశారు. మళ్ళీ జగద్గురువులు సన్యాసాశ్రమం తీసుకుని 50 ఏళ్ళు పూర్తయిన సందర్భంగా భవ్యంగా దివ్యంగా జరుగుతున్న సువర్ణ భారతి మహోత్సవాల్లో ఈ శృంగేరి శంకర మఠంలో మహాత్ములు నడయాడినటువంటి ఈ నేలలో సాక్షాత్తు శారదాంబ కొలువైనటువంటి ఇక్కడ ఒక చక్కని తెలుగు సాహిత్య కార్యక్రమం శతావధానం ఏర్పాటు చేద్దాము. మా గురుదేవులు తెలుగునాట విచ్చేసినప్పుడు శంకరమఠంలో సంస్కృత శతావధానం, తెలుగు శతావధానం, నాచారంగుట్ట, అదేవిధంగా గజ్వెల్, గుంటూరు, కాళేశ్వరం అనేక చోట్ల గురువుగారు ఎంతో అవ్యాజమైన వాత్సల్యంతో తెలుగు భాషకే సొంతమైన అష్టావధాన కార్యక్రమాలను వారి సమక్షంలో జరిగి వారిని అనుగ్రహించారు. నా చిన్న పిల్లవాడిగా నాచారంగుట్టలో గజ్వెల్లో నాకు చూసిన ఆ జ్ఞాపకాలు, ఆ ఫోటోలు కూడా మొన్న చూసి పులకింకుతలయ్యాము. అలాంటి గురుదేవులు తెలుగు అవధానం పట్ల, తెలుగు భాష పట్ల ఇంత గౌరవము, ఇంత వాత్సల్యము మనందరి మీద కురిపించే గురుదేవుల సువర్ణ భారతిలో ఒక భక్తి పుష్పంగా శతావధానం కార్యక్రమం ఏర్పాటు చేస్తాము, అవకాశం ఇవ్వండి అని జగద్గురు విధేశేఖర భారతీ స్వామి వారికి సాష్టాంగ ప్రణామం చేయగా, వారు ఆనాడు చెన్నైలో ఏ విధంగా నన్ను అనుగ్రహించారో ఈనాడు విధేశేఖర భారతీ స్వామి వారు కూడా ఒక్క క్షణం ఆలోచించకుండా మేము మా తలంపులో అదే ఉంది, మీరు అదే సంకల్పం చేశారు, అద్భుతంగా చేద్దామని అనుగ్రహించారు. ఆనాడే నా జన్మకి ఇంక అవసరం లేదు అని భావించాను. అలా ఇక్కడ లలితాదిత్య శతావధాన శతధృతి 2 ఏళ్ల క్రితం భాగ్యనగరంలో సారస్వత పరిషత్తులో నిర్వహించిన జగద్గురువుల ఆశీర్వానుగ్రహంతో నిర్వహించిన ఆ సభలో వారిని సన్మానించి శతావధాన శతధృతి బిరుదుతో సత్కరించుకున్నాం. అంతకు ముందు వారు అమెరికాలో ఏరోస్పేస్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ సాంకేతిక విద్య చదువుతున్న సమయంలో అపారమైనటువంటి తెలుగు భాష సంస్కృతం భాష పట్ల వారు ప్రావీణ్యం సంపాదించుకున్నారని తెలిసి వారిని అభ్యర్థించి రవీంద్ర భారతిలో ద్విగుణిత అష్టావధానం జగద్గురువుల అనుగ్రహంతో ఆ రోజు ఏర్పాటు చేసినప్పుడు 2000 మందికి పైగా విద్వద్వరేణ్యులు జంట నగరాల్లో ఉండే 2 రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఉండేవాళ్ళు ఆనాడు కరతాళధ్వనులతో ఎప్పుడూ రానంత ఆనాడు విద్వాంసులు పాల్గొని ఆ కార్యక్రమం చాలా జరిగింది. వెంటనే దక్షిణాంనాయ శృంగేరి శారదాపీఠం నల్లకుంట మఠంలో మళ్ళీ శ్రావణ పౌర్ణమి రోజు ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నాం. ఆనాడు అదే పరిస్థితి. మళ్ళీ సైనిక్పురి శంకర మఠంలో మరొక అష్టావధానం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నాము. వారు ఇక్కడ రాజీవ్ గాంధీ సంస్కృత విద్యా పరిషత్తులో విద్యాభ్యాసం చేస్తున్నాడని తెలుసుకొని నేను ఒక గురు పౌర్ణమి రోజు వచ్చిన రోజు లలితాదిత్యతో కలిసి వారు రోజు తమరి దర్శనం చేసుకుంటున్నారు. ఆ రోజు వారితో కలిసి తమరి సమక్షంలోకి వచ్చి గురువుగారిని వారి యొక్క శతావధానం అద్భుతంగా నిర్వహించామని చెప్పగానే 5 భక్తి పుష్పాలు పద్య పుష్పాలు తమరికి సమర్పిస్తుంటే ఆనాడు మీరు చిరునవ్వుతో చూపించిన ఆశీర్వానుగ్రహం నా కళ్ళకు ఇంకా కనిపిస్తుంది. అక్కడి నుంచి ఆ పక్క నుంచే విధుశేఖర భారతీ స్వామి జగద్గురువు గారు కూడా చూసి వారు అనుగ్రహించారు. ఆనాటి నుంచి ఈనాటి దాకా ఇవాళ ఇంత గొప్పగా తెలుగువారంతా గర్వించే ఒక విద్వన్మూర్తిగా శాస్త్ర పండితుడిగా ఎదుగుతున్నటువంటి లలితాదిత్య శతావధానం భాగ్యంలో నిర్వహించి దక్షిణాంనాయ శృంగేరి శారదా పీఠాధీశ్వరుల యొక్క సువర్ణ భారతి ఈ మహోత్సవంలో మళ్ళీ శృంగేరి శారదామఠం ఈ సచ్చిదానంద విలాస్లో ఈ శతావధానం నిర్వహించుకునే భాగ్యం మా దర్శనం పరివారం మొత్తాన్ని పునీతం చేసింది. మేము బతికున్నంతకాలం గురువుగారు జీవితాంతము కూడా ధర్మ మార్గంలో ధర్మంగా జగద్గురువుల సేవలో పునీతమయ్యే భాగ్యాన్ని అంతకు మించింది మాకు లేదు. మీరు కల్పించాలని ప్రార్థిస్తూ గతంలో అవధాన విద్యా పరిషత్ అనేటువంటి సంస్థ ద్వారా మా అన్నయ్య దత్తాత్రేయ శర్మ గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఇక్కడే సుధన్వ సాహిత్ వీళ్ళంతా ఉన్నారు. 10-15 మంది యువ అవధానులు వారి బాటలో తయారయ్యారు. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం శిబిరం పెడుతున్నారు. ఇలా వీలైనంత వరకు తెలుగు భాష కోసం ధర్మం కోసం మేము చేసే కార్యక్రమాలకు తమరు ఎల్లవేళలా అనుగ్రహించి మమ్మల్ని ధర్మ మార్గంలో ఉండేలా చేయాలని సాష్టాంగ ప్రణామాలతో ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఈ జన్మకు ఇది చాలని ఆనందంగా చేస్తూ సాష్టాంగ ప్రణామాలు.
అంతరంగం అక్షరమై వెంకటరమణ శర్మ గారు ఆవిష్కరించారు గురుదేవుల సన్నిధిలో. అవధాన కార్యక్రమం ప్రారంభం కాబోయే ముందు ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి నేపథ్యంలో విశేషమైన ప్రణాళికను సిద్ధం చేయడానికి సంయోజకులుగా శ్రీ మరుమాముల దత్తాత్రేయ శర్మ గారు చేసిన కృషి మాటలకు అతీతమైనది. వారు 2 మాటలు తెలియచేసి నేటి శతావధాని శ్రీ గన్నవరం లలితాదిత్యను పరిచయం చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను.
శ్రీమాతృగురుభ్యో నమః. అఖండమండలాకారం వ్యాప్తం యేన చరాచరం తత్పదం దర్శితం యేన తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. సద్గురు పాదాభ్యో నమః. ఒక 100 సురభిళాలను పద్య సురభిళాలను గుదిగుర్చి లలితాదిత్య మాధ్యమంగా సువర్ణ భారత్ సమయంలో తమరి కంఠసీమను అలంకరింపజేయాలనేటువంటి మా ప్రయత్నానికి మీ ఆశీస్సులు లభించడం గురువర్య మా జన్మ ధన్యమైంది, చరితార్థమైంది. ఇంతమంది విద్వత్ కవులు పండితులు భాగ్యనగరం నుంచే కాకుండా ఉభయ తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల నుంచి ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేశారు. వీరంతా కూడా ఆయా రంగాల్లో ప్రముఖులు అయినప్పటికీ కూడా ఇక్కడ అందరూ ప్రాశ్నిక వరేణీయులుగా కూర్చొని లలితాదిత్యను 100 రకాల ప్రశ్నలతో వేధించనున్నారు. ఆ ప్రశ్నల సమాహారమే అవధాన రూపంలో ఇవాళ సువర్ణ భారతిలో అవధాన భారతిగా రూపొందనున్నది. అవధానం ఇది మీకు చాలా చాలా ఇష్టమైనటువంటి ప్రక్రియ. ఎన్నో అవధానాలను తమ అపార కరుణా కటాక్ష వీక్షణాలతో సుసంపన్నం చేసినటువంటి సంఘటనలు మేము చాలా చూసాం, చాలా ఆనందించాం. ఎన్నో చోట్ల భవన విజయాలన్నా అవధానాలన్నా తమరు చూపే మక్కువ ఇంత అంతా కాదు. అవధానంబొక ఆర్షవిద్యయగు అవధానంబొక ఆర్షవిద్యయగు అత్యాశ్చర్యమేధారణంబు అవధానంబన జ్ఞానయోగమగు సద్యస్ఫూర్తి శోభిల్లగా అవధానంబిది ధారణ ధిషణ ధృత్యాశూక్తి వాగ్వైఖరిన్ కవనం బల్లెడు ధీరతా గరిమయౌ కావ్యానుసంధానమై. అటువంటి వాగ్దేవి అర్చనగా లలితాదిత్య శతావధానం జరగాలని ఇక్కడున్న ప్రాష్టికులంతా కూడా వారి అసలు నిజానికి ఒక్కొక్కరిని పరిచయం చేయడానికి చాలా సమయం పట్టవచ్చు, కానీ వారందరినీ మహనీయులు అని ఒక్క మాటతో పరిచయం చేస్తూ ఈ అవధానాన్ని ప్రారంభించవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. లలితాదిత్య ఆయన అమెరికాలో పుట్టి పెరిగినటువంటి తెలుగు తేజకిరణం. అమెరికాలో పుట్టిన ప్రాగ్ దేశంలో ఉన్నటువంటి పండితులను సైతం ఆశ్చర్యపరుస్తున్నటువంటి పశ్చిమ దేశంలో పుట్టిన భానుడతడు. ఏరోనాటిక్ స్పేస్ ఇంజనీరింగ్లో ఆయన తన విద్యను సాంకేతిక విద్యను పూర్తి చేసి కేవలం ప్రచార ప్రసార మాధ్యమాల ద్వారానే సంస్కృతాంధ్ర భాషల్లో దిగ్ధంతులైన పండితుల వద్ద అంతేవాసిత్వం చేసి వారి నుంచి అనేక విద్యా రహస్యాలను ఆకళింపజేసుకొని ఈ విధంగా చిన్ననాటనే ఆయన టీనేజీలోనే ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే ఆ మూతి మీద ఇంకా మీసాలు మొలవని స్థితిలోనే వారు మహామహా పండితుల మధ్యన కూర్చొని అవధానాలు చేశారు. ఆ అవధానాల వివరాలని మా సోదరుడు చెప్పాడు కనుక మళ్ళీ చర్వీతచరణం కావద్దని వాటిని చెప్పడం లేదు. ఇప్పటికే 4 శతావధానాలు 18కి 3 ఒకటి ఆన్లైన్ కలుపుకొని ఆన్లైన్లో లెక్క పెట్టట్లేదు మీరు. ఇది 4వ శతావధానం. 3 శతావధానాలు 18కి పైగా 19 అనుకుంటా, 19 మొన్న అనంతపురంతో కలుపుతూ 19 అష్టావధానాలు. వీటితో పాటుగా వందలాది ధార్మిక ప్రవచనాలు చేస్తూ ఇప్పటికే సాహిత్య రంగంలో తనదైనటువంటి నైపుణ్యాన్ని ప్రకటించుకున్నాడు. శాస్త్ర సాంకేతిక రంగాలతో పాటు ఆధ్యాత్మిక ధార్మిక సాహిత్య రంగాల్లో కూడా విశేషమైన ప్రతిభ కనపరుస్తున్న ఈ లలితాదిత్య పుట్టి నేర్చినాడా పుట్టక నేర్చినాడా అని అనిపించేంత గొప్ప మహాపండితుడు. పోతన గారు పలికినట్టుగా పుట్టి నేర్చెను పుట్టక నేర్చెను అన్నట్టుగా అటువంటి లలితాదిత్య శతావధానం మరికొద్ది క్షణాల్లో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. దయతో అనుమతించవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను.
సంయోజకులు శ్రీ దత్తాత్రేయ శర్మ గారు అవధాని శ్రీ లలితాదిత్యను సముచిత రీతిలో పరిచయం చేశారు. నేటి కార్యక్రమంలో విశిష్ట అతిథులుగా పాల్గొంటున్న పెద్దలు గురుసేవా నిరత శ్రీ పిఏ మురళి గారు, శృంగేరి సిఇఓ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ వారు, అలాగే శ్రీ తంగిరా దక్షిణామూర్తి గారు. ఆ పెద్దలిద్దరికీ హృదయపూర్వకంగా స్వాగత సుమాంజలిని సమర్పిస్తూ నేటి కార్యక్రమంలో గౌరవ అతిథులుగా పాల్గొంటున్న మాన్య మహోదయులు మహామహోపాధ్యాయులు ఆచార్య శలాక రఘునాథ శర్మ గారు తమ ఆశీస్సులు చిరంజీవికి అందించవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం.
ఓం విఘ్నేశ్వరం విఘ్నశాంత్యై వాణీం వాచః ప్రవృత్తయే గురూన్ గూఢార్థభానాయ ప్రణమామి పునః పునః. ఉభయ జగద్గురువుల పాదార విందాలకు సాష్టాంగ దండ ప్రణామం. త్వమేవాహం 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 న సంశయః అని శారదా పరమేశ్వరి చేత అనిపించుకున్న కాళిదాస మహాకవి నాట్యమును చాక్షుష క్రతువు అని అన్నాడు. వారి దారిలో మనం సంభావన చేస్తే ఇటువంటి కవితామయమైన శతావధానాది కార్యక్రమాలు వాంగ్మయ క్రతువులు. అటువంటి వాంగ్మయ క్రతువుని జగద్గురువులు మొదటి నుంచి చాలా చక్కగా ప్రోత్సహిస్తూ చిన్న చిన్న దీపాలుగా ఉండేటువంటి వాటిని మహాకాంతి కిరణాలుగా తయారు చేస్తూ ఈ కార్యక్రమాలని ఏర్పాటు చేయటం అనేటువంటిది మనందరము ఇదేదో లౌకికమైన వ్యవహారంగా భావించవద్దు. ఇది వాంగ్మయ క్రతువు. క్రతువులో పాల్గొనగలగటం అనేటువంటిది ఎంతో పుణ్య విశేషం, ఎంతో గురువనుగ్రహం ఉంటే కానీ సాధ్యం కాదు. అటువంటి మహా వాంగ్మయ క్రతురూపమైన ఈ శతావధాన కార్యక్రమాన్ని సంకల్పించిన వారికి, ఆమోదించిన వారికి కర్త కారయిత చైవ ప్రేరకశ్చ అనుమోదక అని నాలుగు రకాలైన వాళ్ళని, వీళ్ళందరిలో ఒక విచిత్రమైనటువంటి వాంగ్మయ తేజస్సుని నింపినటువంటి జగద్గురువులకు సాష్టాంగ దండ ప్రణామాలు చేస్తూ తర్వాతి కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేయవలసిందిగా ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాను.
సంక్షిప్తంగా అంతరంగాన్ని ఆవిష్కరిస్తూ తరువాత మాట్లాడబోయే వారికి కూడా ఆచరణాత్మకమైన సూచన చేశారు పెద్దలు శలాక రఘునాథ శర్మ గారు. వారికి ధన్యవాదాలు అందిస్తూ మరొక గౌరవ అతిథిగా పాల్గొంటున్న మాన్య మహోదయులు, నిన్నటి వరకు భాగవత సప్తాహాన్ని ఇక్కడ జగజ్జగీయమానంగా నిర్వహించిన పౌరాణికులు శ్రీ పురాణం మహేశ్వర శర్మ గారు 4 మాటలు మనవి చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. వారు ఇంతకు ముందే జగద్గురు వేదికను పరిచయం చేసే సందర్భంలో తమ అభిప్రాయాన్ని చెప్పారు. ఆదిశంకరు శ్రీ దివ్యపాదములకు శారదా చంద్రమౌళీశ చరణములకు శృంగగిరి గురువుల పాదసీమకెప్పుడు ప్రణతులర్పింతుత నివార భక్తితోడా అని జగద్గురువులకు నమస్కరిస్తూ అవధాన కార్యక్రమాన్ని మనం ప్రారంభించుకుందాం. అమ్మా, నీ అనుగ్రహం ఉంటే అసాధ్యం లేదని ఎందరెందరి జీవన వైఖరిలో నిరూపించాయమ్మా. నీ అనుగ్రహానికి తోడు నీ స్వరూపమైన జగద్గురువుల అనుగ్రహాన్ని కూడా పుక్కిట పంట అందుకోగలిగిన అదృష్టశాలి ఈనాడు శతావధానాన్ని నిర్వహిస్తున్న చిరంజీవి గన్నవరం లలితాదిత్య. వయస్సున పిన్న వైదుషిలో మిన్న అయి విద్యా వినయ సంపన్నుడై సాంకేతిక విజ్ఞానంతో పాటు సాంస్కృతిక విజ్ఞానాన్ని కూడా గుండె నిండా నింపుకొని మానవజాతికి మార్గదర్శకమైన మహనీయుడిగా వెలుగొందుతూ చిన్న వయస్సులోనే వైభవ శిఖరాలు అందుకుంటూ మనందరికీ ప్రీతిపాత్రుడైన మహనీయుడు చిరంజీవి గన్నవరం లలితాదిత్య. కేవలం వయస్సులో పెద్దవాడిని కాబట్టి చిరంజీవి అంటున్నాను. విద్యలో అతడు మహోన్నతమైన శిఖరాలు అధిరోహించడం మా అందరికీ ఆనందదాయకమైన విషయం. డాక్టర్ ధూళిపాళ మహాదేవమణి గారి శిక్షణలో అవధాన విద్యకు మెరుగులు దిద్దుకొని వచ్చారండి. మహాదేవమణి గారు వచ్చారు. వారి శిక్షణలో అవధాన విద్యకు మెరుగులు దిద్దుకొని ఎందరో విద్వాంసుల సహకారంతో వివిధ శాస్త్రాలలో ప్రావీణ్యాన్ని సంపాదించిన లలితాదిత్యకు అమ్మ అనుగ్రహం పరిపూర్ణంగా ఉంటుంది. లలితాదిత్య, ఇప్పుడే పెద్దలు చెప్పారు చాక్షుష క్రతువు అని. ఇదొక మహాయజ్ఞం. ప్రణవమున నిల్చి తన వీక్షణమున లోకమ్ములేలు శారద ప్రణవమున నిల్చి తన వీక్షణమున లోకమ్ములేలు శారద తగు రక్షణను సగుత దీక్షా కంకణము ధరింపుము నెరపుము కవన హవనమున్ అని లలితాదిత్యని కోరుకుంటూ దర్శనమిది సత్కవిత ప్రదర్శనమిద్ది. అవధానం ప్రదర్శన కళ అని పెద్దలు తెలియజేస్తారు. సత్కవిత ప్రదర్శనమిద్ది గురు సన్నిధాన మహత్ సందర్శనమిది గురు కృపకు నిదర్శనమిదియే అవధానం ఇదియే అని సభాసదులందరికీ వినయపూర్వకంగా విజ్ఞప్తి చేసుకుంటూ అవధానాన్ని గురుదేవత ప్రార్థనతో ప్రారంభించవలసిందిగా లలితాదిత్యను కోరుకుంటున్నాను. ప్రార్థన అయిన తర్వాత గురుదేవత ప్రార్థన చిరంజీవి చేసిన తర్వాత గురుదేవులు అనుగ్రహ భాషణం చేసి